welcome to Let's Make It Vegan again. And today we're going to do some stuffed poblano peppers. I came about this, I was thinking about doing chili rellenos, and I really didn't want to just stuff the peppers with something simple like cheese, and I didn't want to get into deep frying. So I thought I wanted to go a little more healthy and fresh in this, so I kind of made up my own sort of thing as far as what to do and what to stuff these guys with, and try to do things much more healthy, packed with protein, and with really fresh taste. So just basically what I'm going to be doing. As far as the poblanos, just got 4 real nice poblano peppers here, and these guys we're just going to go ahead and roast in the oven, real high, 425, 450, in order to get them blistered and charred. Once they're cooked through and soft, we'll take them out, let them cool, and I'll just do a little cut down here and just take the center out. And that's where we're gonna go ahead and do our stuffing. For what we're going to be stuffing this with today, like I said, I wanted to go healthy. One of the things that I've been using a lot lately is barley. If you're not familiar with barley, it's something that hasn't been used a whole lot lately in things other than basically with your beef and barley soup. But I've discovered that in salads and stuffings and things, they're a nice chewy, meaty texture, and it's a little more substantial than something such as rice. Very high in protein, a lot of fiber, and very healthy. So we're going to be using some cooked barley, and I basically just pre-cook that in a vegetable stock, just in order to give it flavor so it's not purely plain. Also in the stuffing we're going to be doing some black beans, and I've just got a can of some diced green chilies, just mild. So that, and put in some cheese to make it a little bit cheesy in there. So these guys right here, we're just going to combine and make our stuffing with, to go ahead and stuff in the roasted poblanos. I am going to make a sauce from scratch also. You can use a salsa, even a salsa verde, pre-made kind of thing as your sauce, enchilada sauce, whatever you want to do. I decided to stick with making things fresh. Since I'm going to be roasting these guys in the oven, I figure I'm just going to go ahead and roast some tomatoes, and these are just nice vine-ripe tomatoes. Got a bunch of them here. And 1 large sweet onion that I just cut up into slices, and these are going to roast. And got some garlic cloves. I'll probably add some more in there. You know me, gotta have garlic in it. So these guys we're going to roast right with the poblanos. I wanted to do them on separate pans because they probably will take different times. I just want these guys to get cooked down, let the juices in the tomatoes reduce so it's not real watery, and then the tomatoes, onions, garlic, just going to zip up in a food processor or a blender. You don't have to make it real smooth. We just want to get it all chopped up into a salsa sauce kind of consistency. We'll probably also flavor that with some ground guajillo pepper and just, you know, some good flavors in there. Also probably use some cilantro. We'll be using cilantro in a couple different things. Definitely in the sauce. Probably put a little bit in with the stuffing, and as a topping, when everything's done, I'm just going to go ahead and flavor up some sour cream with some lime juice. Maybe make it like a lime cilantro cream for on top, just to give it a little zippy flavor. But with these guys, in order to roast them, just going to use, I just have a olive oil spray here, and these new sprayers are really neat. They come out in a real fine mist. So just to put a little coating on these guys so that whenever we go and roast them in the oven, they get a nice little suntan. Just got some kosher salt here. Just go over them a little bit with some kosher salt, just to give them a little flavor. And we'll get these guys roasted, and they'll probably be about 25-30 minutes. I'll let you know exactly, like I always do, once I put them in there and see how they're going. If they take different amount of times, we'll let you know that. But what we'll do, get these guys in the oven, and we'll come back and see you later. We'll take the middles out of the peppers and get our stuffing ready. Alright, here we are. We Already got these things out of the oven. They've been roasting. The poblanos basically roasted for a half hour, 15 minutes in between. I flipped them over. They're soft, ready to go. Let them cool off enough to be able to touch. We'll go over what we're going to do with them. I got our filling made, and we've got our black beans, the barley, some cheese, and we did have some diced chilies, and I did use some guajillo pepper in there, along with some cilantro. So this is what's going to go in. There's not a whole lot of cheese, just enough to let it melt and get a little more creamy in there, but that's ready to go. As far as our tomatoes and peppers and garlic, they roasted for about 10 minutes longer than the peppers. The peppers were ready to go after a half hour. Left these guys in just another 10 minutes. You can see these are nice and soft. They're still hot, that's why I'm not touching them. The garlic cloves were done in their peel, and they'll just jump right out of there. And the peppers are nice and soft. These guys are just going to go right in the blender and get zipped up. Leave it as chunky or as smooth as you want, but that's just going to be an accompaniment to have a little bit of moisture in the sauce around these guys. As far as with the peppers, it's pretty easy. These guys are now soft. Just give a cut down the center, and the center part is just going to pull right off. You've got your stem, and the middles just pull right out. So these guys are going to be real easy to deal with. Just open it up. You got your stem, your centers, the ribs come out with it. You can clean these out as much as you want. The more of these seeds you take out, the less spicy it's going to be. So you even can go ahead and pull these up, let those guys drift out. And as far as with the stuffing, just show you on one of these guys quick. And we're just going to take the stuffing, get them in here, get as much in as we can. Going to open this guy up real nice. Get this in here. Got some nice different colors going on to make it look nice and pretty. So we got all these guys in here. Just going to fold that up. They don't have to be closed completely. You're just kind of making a little bowl for it. So that's how we're going to be sitting in our pan, ready to go. I'll go ahead and get these cleaned out. The rest of these guys stuffed. We'll zip this up and we'll show you how you plate. It's a quick and easy one today, guys. Thanks. We'll see you in a couple. Okay, here we are. We've got our stuff all out of the oven, hot and ready. I went ahead and plated up one of the stuffed poblanos right here. They were in the oven for about a half hour just to get heated through, get some of the cheese on the inside melted. We've got our lime cilantro cream here. This is our vegan sour cream with lime juice, chopped cilantro, and we'll just use this guy for a little bit of topping to go across, add a little bit of freshness, a little bit of flavor. This stuff was really wonderful. Just tasting it beforehand, very, very fresh. So we've got a little bit of that on here. We've got our sauce that we made just from the roasted tomatoes, onion, garlic. We just salted the tomatoes as they were on the pan, roasted them. I put them in the blender, just gave a quick little zip. As you can see, still a little bit of chunks in there. It's nice, fresh. I ended up not even adding anything else. It tasted so nice and fresh as it was. That was something that I never adjusted. Put in the roasted tomatoes, onions, garlic, zipped it up. It's done. We've got our barley here. Now I do want to point out, you could make this completely gluten-free by using quinoa, rice, any kind of grain or substitute you want to use for the barley. The barley is very meaty, very tender, along with the black beans, gives a real high protein dish. You got your roasted poblanos. As you saw, this was really quick, easy, not a lot of mess and fuss. We just roasted some stuff, made a quick stuffing, and it's ready to go. I thank you very much for tuning in again today, and just want to remind you, like and subscribe. Click the bell in order to be reminded when new videos come out, and we're doing a couple a week. And if there's any suggestions or anything you want to see, put it in the comments. And as I said, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in a few days.